everybody, this is Michelle with Cohesive Design Group. I wanted to say welcome to Press Cafe. This is a project that we did out in Aledo, Texas, coming into a vacant space that used to be a down and dirty sports bar, and we wanted to come in and elevate the experience and create a great cafe for the community. So come on in and I'll show you around. So here we are, welcome inside to Press Cafe. I just wanted to talk about a few of the things that we did in here in order to create the ambiance that we have going on. Over here you'll see the host stand, and many times when we design a space such as this and we're trying to create a warmer vibe, we use found pieces, which means it's not something that we had built or created. So this was a found piece, a bar, that we repurposed for the host stand for this particular location. And as you come around here, again, this is sort of a wait station that we also repurposed, and this is a found piece. It's a dresser that we use, and you can see plates, silverware, and different things I'm sure that they have here that they use. This way is the dining space. Originally, when we took this over, this had all concrete floors. I want to say that the partition that we had in between was also it was wood. There was no separation of space. So for us, especially when you have a bar and a dining room that are all in the same location, we really like to have a separation of space. So the bar feels like the bar and the dining room feels like the dining room. Also in here, they just had tables and chairs. Like I said, it was vacant, so everything was kind of stacked. We wanted to create something, because they're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where people can feel comfortable coming and have breakfast. You're gonna have dinner, you're gonna have lunch. We have booth seating here, which is always, is the first thing that people like to go to. Everybody fills up the booths first. But we also wanted to have really comfortable seating, so if you can't get a booth, people don't feel like they're stuck out in the middle of the space. Coming back this way, of course, is the kitchen, you'll see. This used to be an open expo window, but we closed it up because we wanted to cut out some of the lighting. A lot of time it bleeds and affects the ambiance, and also some of the sound. We wanted to keep that in the space as well. If you look over here, to the right, we'll also see it as we come around to the bar. We did a custom piece that we had woven on site, which is a macrame. So we had an artist that came in, and we spent about 4 days in here, and she was weaving while the restaurant was open. We had lifts. It was quite the crazy experience, but I think that the end product turned out to be beautiful, and it creates that separation of space without completely cutting it off. You can feel the energy between the two. And then of course we have the bar. So originally this was just a white, maybe quartz top, and it had a plywood on the front that was painted blue, raw plywood on the back. So again, in creating an elevated experience, we wanted people to feel very comfortable coming and sitting at the bar, not only to eat, but also to drink. So we upgraded, of course, our finishes with countertop. They also have a wine program here. So we created some really great leather wine holders that go on the wall for decor. The back is marble. We have tile, but it looks like concrete because it brought in some of the original vibe with the concrete that we had in here. So also bringing that ceiling down, as it's an open ceiling in here, and wanted to bring it down a bit and create something comfortable over the bar. When you come in, and you can have dinner by yourself or with your friends, or have some drinks. This is where we have the restrooms in the back of the space. Originally, all in here, it was white subway tile, again, concrete floors, and we wanted to create something that worked with the rest of the vibe that we had in the space. A little bit darker, a little bit warmer, a little bit richer. This was an existing sink that was here, and we thought it was fantastic, just because if you don't have to use the bathroom, and you have kids or whatever, everybody can come wash their hands after dinner, and not necessarily have to go to the bathroom. And it's a great look for the space as well. Check your makeup on the way out. Down here at the very end, we have 3 bathrooms here. 2 are handicap accessible. We carried all of the flooring that we do in this hallway. We make it seamless into the bathroom. That way we don't have any issues with leaks or cracks or so on and so forth. All new tile, floor to ceiling in here, new ADA compliant fixtures, grab rails, and just a decorative mirror and some lighting. Pretty simple, but it definitely changes the space and how it works with everything else that we have going on. Okay, let's go check upstairs. So we're going to head upstairs and take a look at the private dining space. This is also overflow, but they use it for parties. These pictures here, as you'll see throughout the rest of the space, are photographs from the area, Fort Worth, from Texas, from whichever. This part of the country, as I'm sure in other places, is very rooted in heritage, so we wanted to bring that into the space when we were doing the design. And you'll see some additional pieces up here. So up here we have a private event space, but also for overflow for busy nights or afternoons, or when they're having events downstairs outside. They have a farmer's market on the weekends, and so they tend to get really busy, especially at brunch. You'll see over here, as I was talking downstairs, we took a map of Texas and we kind of blew it up. This was here and it was just a blank wall, and we want to give people in the area something to look at other than just a big white wall. So we figured it'd be a fun way to bring in some more of that Texas heritage into the space. Great floor to ceiling windows in here. We get a lot of natural light, electric motorized blinds so that if we need to, we can pull it down because it gets pretty bright here, especially the West Texas sun. Great views of downtown this way, the small downtown that it is, and great views. You get the train that comes out and that comes past the pit several times during the day. But this space gets used a lot more than we thought it would. It's a lot of fun and they get a lot of revenue out of it. Okay, so now that we've checked out up here, let's go downstairs and take a look at the patio and the playground. So here we are on the patio. It is a beautiful morning here, so we got really lucky with the weather. This again was picnic benches, just didn't really speak to what we were trying to do out here. We worked with an amazing landscape architect that did some beautiful work out here, as well as creating some of the booth seating with Corten planters. We have succulents, cacti, etc., that bring in some of that West Texas vibe. Of course, just trying to make it so also if there's big parties, we can put tables together and create larger areas for them to get together. Also, we rent out the patio at times, again, just like we do upstairs for private events. Something that I wanted to bring to your attention too is the exterior of the space. So originally, this space was very dark red and brown brick, concrete out here, and had some gravel in the back. And this is helping to elevate, make it brighter, make it lighter. And it's also very, very easy to spot amongst all the other brick and all the other brown that's around. So that was something that we took into consideration when picking colors and giving more of a modern feel as well. So here we are, we're in the playground. I really love the fact that they made the decision to add this onto the space. Parents come, they want to have some happy hour, the kids can come down here and be crazy, and they can have some drinks, and they can watch over everybody at the same time. Thanks so much, you guys, for coming out today and joining me on the walkthrough through Press Cafe Aledo. And next time you're out this way in this part of the country, please come on by and have a cocktail. See you soon.